Oppo Find X3 Pro. The 10 Best Camera Phone 2022. Most unique. The Find X3 Pro sees Oppo pick up right where the Find X2 Pro left off, emphasizing a color-accurate 10-bit display, equally, and exceptionally, capable primary and ultra-wide cameras, and super-fast charging. Throw in a microscopic lens and curved glass camera module and you have a phone that builds on the best of what came before while still carving out its own identity. Design and build. I suspect it's no exaggeration to suggest that the Find X3 Pro will go down as the most memorable phone design of 2021, even if it doesn't win everyone over. While most high-end phones are slabs of glass with camera lenses protruding awkwardly from one corner, Oppo has instead curved the glass itself to meet the lenses where they sit, incorporating the modules seamlessly into phone's back panel. Display. Speaking of that display, what's on offer is a curved 6.7 inches AMOLED panel with a dynamic refresh rate up to 120 Hz, a QHD plus resolution and 10-bit color depth. That latter spec is what Oppo wants to highlight, emphasizing that the Find X3 Pro can display over 1 billion colors. The company included a 10-bit panel on the Find X2 Pro as well, but this time around it's supporting the display with what it calls a full-path 10-bit color management system. Specs and performance. From a design and display perspective, the Find X3 Pro is fairly unique, but on the inside, I'll admit you will find a device that's pretty much par for the course for a 2021 flagship. The Snapdragon 888 chipset is here, of course, paired in this case with 12GB of DDR5 RAM and 256GB of UFS 3.1 storage. There's only the one setup available, and it's also worth noting that there's no support for expanding the storage via microSD. Battery and charging. This is another area where Oppo has decided to build on what's come before, rather than take any radical steps. Like its predecessor, you'll find 65W fast charging included in the Find X3 Pro, which is fast enough to deliver 96% of the phone's battery back in just half an hour in my testing. Camera. Those are far from the only noteworthy points about this camera setup though. Let's start with the main shooters. Oppo is pitching this as a dual primary camera system, where both the standard lens and the ultrawide are on equal footing. Both use the same 50MP sensor, Sony's IMX766, a January 1st 56-inch sensor, and both use All Pixel omnidirectional PDAF, which helps find focus points even in dim lighting. The idea is that photos taken from either lens should not only be of comparable quality but also match in tone, exposure and color. Software. The Find X3 Pro ships with Android 11 and Oppo's own ColorOS 11.2. After a rocky start, ColorOS has become one of the best Android skins available. I'll admit that the aesthetic isn't my favorite, but on pure functionality, it's hard to knock Oppo. Price and availability. The Find X3 Pro is available now and costs £1099/€1149, the exact same price as the X2 Pro was last year, and you're able to order it from Oppo, 3, Vodafone, Virgin, or Amazon in the UK. £1,099 certainly isn't cheap, but it is actually a little less than the £1,149/$1,299 Galaxy S21 Ultra, which is perhaps the closest comparable rival, and that phone goes up further to £1,199/$1,349 for the same 256GB storage. This also gets you an impressive 10x zoom periscopic camera, but of course, you'll miss out on Oppo's microlens and dual primary setup.